let me
Your
put it on there.
person is so fucking terrifying.
Good. Okay, so I guess I'll just give a little insight on what this is.
Hmm.
All right, so today I made a PowerPoint presentation specifically for the intended purpose of pissing off Zaqwsxert.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Let's see how it goes. So the
Uh-huh.
subject of this is: did My Hero Academia copy Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? Let's ask Zaqwsxert.
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think
And
so.
but you don't think a PowerPoint presentation could convince you otherwise?
I mean, we'll fucking find out.
Let's begin. Alright, here's some background information.
So,
My Hero Academia came out in 2016. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood came out 7 years before that. And 6 years before that was the original.
I don't think
Full
this
Metal
has
Alchemist.
anything. I don't
So,
think it has anything to do with each other.
the writers of My Hero Academia would have had plenty of time to steal some ideas from
Or have plenty of time to think of their own.
maybe. But
Maybe.
start off, let's take a look at the main characters.
Pro-
Izuku Midoriya
Probably like
versus
15.
Edward Elric.
A damn nerd.
So they're both about 15. They're both damn nerds.
Yes. I don't know about the second one. I don't know about Ed. But
Well, see,
alright.
he studies alchemy. He reads. He's been reading books on it since he was a little kid.
Yeah. Yeah,
Whereas,
you're right. I guess.
whereas Midoriya's dad and Hohenheim says it like that because I didn't know how to spell it, so I copied and pasted it from a different website. It's just really funny that it looks like that, in contrast to everything else.
I mean, yeah, Adam. Like, all anime people are like maybe 15 and also like a damn nerd. And who wants to have a dad?
I mean, yeah, I could
Like,
just.
where's Ed's mom, huh? Huh?
She died.
Oh, yeah.
He tried to bring her back, but I guess
I
I
mean,
could have just taken
Zoe's mom is
screenshots of all
also
of this
not in the
if the
show,
PowerPoint's
like,
working.
all the
Anyway,
time.
so you're ready to move on to the next slide
I
after absorbing
fucking
this
guess,
information.
bro.
Next up,
I'm not convinced.
we have
Oh, shit.
All Might versus Armstrong. They're
I'm
both
upset.
blonde. They both punch good. Their names make them sound powerful. All
That is
Might,
correct.
Armstrong. They're both older men with a soft spot for children, including the main characters, which sounds worse than I intended it to do.
It does.
They're both literally Vegeta.
I don't know about. I mean, they're both tall and also happy.
And doing the same pose with their big muscles.
I think that's just a muscular pose.
Why isn't Vegeta doing
I
that
mean,
muscular
yeah,
pose?
they're obviously similar, but like you can look at 100 animes before Fullmetal Alchemist and see all of the similarities.
But they're also both Chris Sabat, which is the voice of Vegeta.
Yes, and I see nothing wrong with
They
that.
both have those big heroic smiles, although you can't always see Armstrong's under his mustache.
I think it's just a coincidence.
Oh, all right.
Hmm.
So are you saying you want to move on to the next slide after this?
I would like to move on, or just die.
Okay. Next up, we have powers and abilities.
Um,
Shoto Todoroki
Shut up.
has fire and ice abilities, which
Shut
is
up.
just a combination of Roy Mustang and Isaac McDougall, who I think
Shut
is the ice guy
up.
from the first episode.
You can't tell Isaac. That's fine. You can't tell me that the powers of fire and ice were first introduced in the Fullmetal Alchemist.
Well,
You
I'm
can't.
just saying, seems awful coincidental that they were
So what
introduced
you're
in
telling
Fullmetal
me
Alchemist
is that the
before.
creator of My Hero Academia, Neil deGrasse Tyson, looked at Roy Mustang and looked at Agus McDougall and was like, man, if they had a baby, it'd be fucking sick. That's what you're telling me right now.
You know, now that I'm looking at this closer, Mustang and Todoroki have the same haircut and like the same facial expressions. His just isn't.
And also, Isaac
white and
and Todoroki have similar eyes, but shut the fuck up.
Oh, you see, yeah, see, I didn't even notice that.
And also, they're both wearing blue. My life is crashing upon me.
Yeah, where do you think they got the ideas for those UA uniforms?
I think they got the idea of, hey, I like the color blue.
All right. Well, what about this?
What
Overhaul.
about this? Shut
Literally
up.
destroys people's bodies with alchemy. Just like Scar literally destroys people's bodies with alchemy.
The second picture is very hard to read.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll read it to you. And would you be surprised if someone told you that Overhaul was racist?
I'm not surprised, but I'm not surprised, but I don't think he is.
Well, I mean, he probably is.
I mean, okay.
And obviously Scar is. He hates the Emestrians.
Fuck.
And according to the character wiki for Overhaul, it says he has the ability to reshape the terrain around him, which is just alchemy.
It is very similar. I cannot argue.
Scar uses alchemy, obviously.
I don't.
Overhaul gets his arm disintegrated, just
It's a
like when
spoiler.
Scar lost his arm in the Ishval and Civil War.
That's also a spoiler.
It's implied. This whole thing is spoilers. I should have said that at the
Well,
beginning.
I don't think the actual idea of alchemy is like that's been done before. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
it was done.
Just because someone can
7
also
years
destroy
after.
something and remake something doesn't mean they stole from a show. They might have just stole from, I don't know, real life.
When does that ever happen in real life?
Are you aware that alchemy was actual science, sir?
Yeah, but I think Overhaul really borders on inspiration versus plagiarism.
These two look nothing alike.
Do you want me to move on to the next slide?
Yes.
Okay. Coda and Pride.
Hey, shut the fuck up, okay?
They're both dicks.
Can you... My argument to this is that you can change this picture with any picture of a kid.
No, I'm pretty sure Coda is the only kid in My Hero Academia that punches Deku in the dick.
I mean, yeah. Let's just say this kid hits a dick and this kid is a dick.
Alright.
I would say that Coda is a child who lost his parents and can shoot water out of his hands, and this guy is an immortal, homunculus shadow demon trapped inside of a little kid's body.
You know,
I
honestly,
think they're a little fucking different.
I forgot what Coda even could do. It's been so long since I've watched that show.
You can splash a bit of water.
You
Next
ready
slide.
for the next slide? Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Sir Nidai versus Maze Hughes. Sir Nidai had a close relationship with All Might, who
Listen
is...
here, you fucking piece of shit. Why is there a picture of Markiplier up there?
What do you mean?
Who the fuck is even that?
It's Maze Hughes.
These are very different people.
But they serve similar
For
purposes.
example, might I actually
the plots.
fucking helps?
First off,
You don't think Maze Hughes contributed at all
I mean,
to anything?
No.
I mean, he gave
sure.
Winry a place to
Nidai
stay.
was kind of a huge dick.
Yeah.
Are you seriously saying that the only two things connecting these two characters is that they have a close relationship to one of the main character and is fucking dead?
That's not the only thing. I
Are
really...
you also implying that Markiplier is fucking dead?
No, I didn't make this picture. I found it on... I think it's from Reddit.
Well, I hate it. Next
I'm
slide.
saying they both serve similar purposes to the plot. They die.
I'm saying just
And
because something serves a
It
similar
hurts the main
purpose to
characters.
the plot doesn't make any fucking sense to say that they're similar in any way.
Can you give any other example of an anime in which a character close to the main characters has died? Because I can't think of one.
Lord of the Rings.
It's not an anime. I've also
It
never
is.
seen it.
Gandalf was very close, but he fucking dies. He does come back to life, but whatever.
All right.
Also, Sean Bean does.
All
Let
right.
me think of an anime. Akame got killed. Literally everyone dies but two of the main characters.
Never heard of it. I've never seen it.
So Fullmetal Alchemist stole being dead from Kill la Kill. I haven't seen that one. Akame got killed. They're both similar, and I hate them both.
Okay.
Except I don't. Next slide.
Next slide. Here we have Eri versus Nina Tucker.
Hey.
Is this upsetting you? What's
It's a
going
little
on?
bit. It's a little bit upsetting. First off, it's different because Eri Overhaul isn't her father or her father figure.
Well,
If she would have a father
man in
figure,
her
we
life
took it up.
right now.
Also, Nina, her father is a piece of shit, but her father figure, which I would say would be like Ed or Al, were not pieces
No,
of
I'd
shit.
say they're more like brothers to her.
Brothers? Yeah, I guess.
Brotherhood. Did you know
I
in
think
the
it's a little
original
different.
2003 anime, Nina is the only character who calls Ed small without upsetting him?
Interesting.
Because she calls Alphonse big brother and she calls Ed little big brother.
You know, I don't think child abuse is exclusive to these two shows.
You don't think it's a character trait?
I don't think it's a character trait. I think it's something that has happened to the character.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I'm upset
There are
now
similarities.
because if Eri and Nina Tucker in her horrible form got together, then Eri could reverse it.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks. Next slide.
Instead of
You're bringing
Scar
me
just
down.
killing her.
You're bringing me down low, brother.
Alright, next slide. Here we have Eraserhead versus Father. How does this one make you feel? Mr. Azawa, he can take away people's quirks until he blinks, and Father can turn off Ed and Al's alchemy. I don't think you've seen that part of the anime yet, so it's a little spoiler, but it happens. Of course, Azawa fans call him Daddy, and the homunculi call Father Father.
Next slide.
You're not convinced over this one? Alright, next slide. Here we have Bakugou versus Kimberly. They both make explosions, and they're both assholes. That's pretty much all there is to it. I
You
mean,
got me there.
Kimberly literally is a serial killer. Bakugou is a borderline school shooter.
I mean, you got me there.
Yeah, see?
Fuck. How long did it take you?
A lot longer than I'd like to admit.
Oh. Next slide.
Next
please.
slide.
Yeah.
Here we have Mei Hatsume versus
I don't.
Winry Rock
I
Bell.
don't think so. I don't think so. First off, you don't know whether she likes him. Second, does not make robot arms.
Or gloves or whatever, same thing.
It's not the same thing at all. And third, you really think that they had to steal the idea of a girl that's good with mechanics
Well,
from
yeah.
the show?
When else has a girl ever been good at, like,
Literally
Mechanic
every
stuff.
fucking anime.
I genuinely can't think of another one.
There's Cowboy Bebop. There's Akame Got Killed. There's
Never seen either of those. And you know, Mei is always invading Deku's personal space, making him uncomfortable.
and Winry is not. You're invalid, and your opinions are wrong, even though they're opinions, which means they cannot be wrong. Or
Okay,
right.
well, if you choose to see it that way. I mean, obviously, I don't think Mei is Deku's main love interest, like Winry is for Ed. But you know, definitely similarities.
Okay.
Definitely inspiration.
Nope.
Definitely plagiarism.
No. Next slide.
Next slide. I think you're really gonna like this one. Here we have Froppy versus Gerzo. Frog Girl versus Frog Man. As you can see, Froppy is Zaqwsxert's favorite character, but Gerzo is Zaqwsxert's least favorite character because he's black. You don't have anything to say about this one?
I'm gonna break my teeth.
Does that mean you agree with me or
No.
disagree with me? Okay, then try to rebuttal it. What do you mean?
Just for a fucking second, look at the fucking pictures you chose. Okay, buddy.
Yeah? Froppy doesn't, like, shoot out this sticky frog spit.
Well, actually,
Does she?
I mean,
Hmm?
not shoot it out. It's neither here nor there.
She has, like,
One's a
amphibian
giant
frog
fucking
slime.
monster, and one's a girl with a long tongue that can jump good.
You don't think Gerzo can jump good? I mean, he is black. Haha, that's a joke.
I'm going to kill you. Next slide.
Oh, alright, next slide.
I'm so angry.
This one says, Chimera Kraken, more like stolen idea Kraken. And here we have Gerzo again, with a gang. I'm pretty sure Fullmetal Alchemist was the first anime to ever include chimeras, and was the only one to do so until My Hero Academia copied it.
Correct.
Correct? Oh, so you agree with me on this one?
I think you're wrong.
You think I'm wrong? I don't know, I put a lot of research into this.
I think you're a lot wrong.
You think I'm a lot wrong?
I would have to say something.
It would be, you fucking idiot. It would be that the term chimera was popularized by Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yes.
But My Hero Academia didn't steal any of that, because why would they? These are clearly two different things. And the term chimera means the combination of multiple animals.
Yes.
And what else would you call this if he combines the powers of multiple animals?
Or maybe he could just have an original superpower concept idea.
Maybe he does. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe he exactly does. And there's literally no one in Fullmetal Alchemist who, when they eat things, they can take the power, whatever they eat.
You mean Kirby?
That's not Fullmetal Alchemist, you fucking monkey.
So you think that idea was stolen from somewhere else?
I don't think it was stolen from somewhere else.
Okay.
We're not here
free
to
to
discuss
disagree with
that.
me.
We're here to discuss the literal word chimera, who's been around since ancient times, being stolen because an anime used it first. Are you fucking with me?
Next slide.
All right, next slide. I think we're nearing the end here, unfortunately.
Oh, are we? That's cool.
All right. I'm sure there are more examples of plagiarism in My Hero Academia. The Beatles isn't even an anime. Is there anything the show isn't afraid to steal? Let us know more examples down in the comments section below if you can think of anything else My Hero Academia has stolen. Aren't there like Star Wars references in there?
References aren't plagiarism, you motherfucking...
I'm gonna break my bones.
You're gonna break your bones.
I'm gonna break my arm off and then shove it down your throat.
Do you even know the fucking definition of plagiarism, you daft cunt?
Yeah, it's like copy and paste, which is
Pretty
pretty apparent here.
It's not. Is there another slide?
Are you saying this is
Is there
more of an
another slide?
allegory? No, this is the last slide.
I think it's, a fucking parody.
Or, some might argue a little Easter
Or
egg.
maybe it's 4 people walking across the fucking street. Like, I guess the Beatles were the fucking first to do it.
This is literally the artwork for their
The
album.
roads don't even look the same.
Well, because one's in England and one's in Japan. Are you being racist now?
I'm a fucking racist, you fucking asshole.
Do you have any more final thoughts about this PowerPoint presentation I specifically made for you? Pouring tons of hours of love and research into this?
If there's a God in this world, then he will smite the heretics. And for you, I'll be living it up while I can. That's all I gotta say.
You know, I've had this idea in my head for a while now, and I'm glad to see it finally come into fruition. And it sounds to me like we accomplished the goal of pissing off Zaqwsxert.
I'm glad to see our friendship ended. It's
Huh?
fine. I'm finally free from this hell. Thank you.
Alright, well, this was fun. You want to
Was
go
it?
make some more Pokemon videos or something?
Was it? It hurts me a lot. Internally.
Excellent. Do you have any closing words? Just bye? Alright. See you next time.
God will smite all heretics!